I grew up Catholic. I don't practice anymore because I don't want to play. And but the big thing is I still care about the news. You know, like I was sad whenever Francis died because Francis was my boy. For those of you who don't know, he picked his name after Saint Francis of Assisi, who was the first person, the fastest person to be canonized. It took him like 2 years after his death to become a saint. And then now, after careful research and backstory and history, St. Francis of Assisi was found out to have schizophrenia. So I think that's funny for the church. Hey, quickest, saintliest person is also the most fucked up one? Hell yeah, you know? But no shade to Pope Leo, he's just no Francis, you know? Like, isn't it a coincidence that as soon as an American Pope from Chicago was elected, immediately nukes started flying everywhere? There's something in that. But other good news is, like, before St. Francis died, he actually, this is also good news for Gen Zers, you know? Hey, the Pope Francis was really big on his outreach to the young people, trying to draw them back into the church, you know? Again, I have nothing else to do except for look at Pope stuff, you know? It's just fun to me. There's centuries of history on this stuff. I took 2 weeks in college whenever I had nothing to do to look into it. And I barely got into the 14th century, so you guys have to bear with that results now. Pope Francis is set to started the canonization process, if I can talk, for a 16-year-old boy who was born in 2006. Like, born in 2006, died at 16, right before he had to be drafted into World War III. I think he's pretty saintly for that. But this young boy, his patron saintonage is actually set. He's going to be the patron saint of youth, of computer programming, and the guy that young teenage boys quickly pray to whenever they hear the mom walking down the hallway and have to shut their laptop really quickly, you know? For those of you who know, it's a terrifying feeling. Had a teacher once that would always pray to St. Anthony whenever she lost her keys and then immediately find it and be like, ha! Fuck that guy, he didn't do shit to help me. It's not important, I just think it's funny. I took a hunter safety course growing up. Yeah. I don't do segues very well, but here we go. Took a hunter safety course growing up, and I've never gone hunting, never cared about it at this point, but I want to still get some use out of it, you know? So I found out that I want to start making friends with as many guys named Hunter as I can find, so that I can just say, "You're safe with me, dude. This is safe. I got you." I want to get a dog too. Yeah. But I want to get a specific breed of dog. Like, I want one of these. A pointer. I want to get a pointer so that I can name it Laser. And if I'm gonna get any use out of the hunter safety exam, like I want to do something that's kind of low risk. I don't want to kill Bambi's mom. I don't want to be responsible for another Disney movie. I want to be able to take it birding so that I can find the most rarest and pure bird of them all, and my favorite, the Larry. One basketball person in here, and I respect that. Bye, guys.